Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Joan here, and today's video is going to be about my first time going to Berlin, Germany. And I went out there to participate in Berlinale, which is Berlin International Film Festival. And to be honest, it's actually the first film festival I've ever experienced. And it was a treat because a movie that I worked on last year was actually a participant in the festival. So I got to witness the world premiere of the movie I worked on as a second AC, which I'm now happy and glad that I can finally talk about it because obviously it wasn't out yet. And so the movie is called Reality, and it's directed by Tina Satter, and it's starring Sydney Sweeney, Marshawn Davis, Josh Hamilton, and it was literally the quickest film feature shoot because we only had 17 days together, 16 days to be exact with the actors. It was my first time as a second AC, which the whole crew didn't find out until the very end, which is a whole nother story. And it just was amazing. It was just a great experience for me to do. And I just have so many emotions when I think about the times when I worked on the film. And it literally was the time when I just came back from Dubai. I was very fortunate that I got offered the job to work on set and again be trusted by my good friend Paula for believing in me and letting me learn from her the experience of being an AC, assistant camera. So this is the story about going to Berlin. Pretty much when I found out in December that the movie got in Berlinale, I looked at the date, saw that it was happening on my birthday weekend, and I thought to myself, like, this is the perfect opportunity to go and also celebrate my birthday and just have a whole new experience being 31. And pretty much you can only imagine my birthday was chaotic in itself in a good way. I woke up to birthday greetings, got greeted, sang to, would have birthday cake, then had to come back home to finish packing and then go to the airport. Literally just found out that I had a 5-hour delay because there was like weather antenna issues, and then the lady who sat next to me on the plane, for some crazy coincidence, she also had the same birthday as me. And then we ended up using that 5-hour delay to celebrate our birthdays and eat birthday cake, which was like super sweet. And she was also going to the film festival, and it was just a crazy coincidence, not just even that we had the same birthdays, but also like we had the same interests. She was also a photographer. She was from LA. She was going to the film festival, and it just felt like it was very meant to be. So here are some clips of us hanging out.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Did you already do a party?
I sang with a cake earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. We don't have to sing.
I mean, you could just play something on YouTube or something.
Happy birthday.
And then all of a
I
sudden
did
some
it.
random person comes by. We have the same birthday. Can't believe it.
February 16th.
What are the odds?
So once we boarded another airplane to go to Berlin, we were very lucky because there was a power outage at JFK in New York City. So people who were trying to get to Berlin over there, they had canceled flights and things like that. But for us, we were in Newark, New Jersey. So we were lucky that we were able to get another flight, and I got to still go to Berlin on time. And literally I was just like nervous because I was just like, imagine like everything just gets canceled. And so afterwards, once I finally got to Berlin, every other friend has told me that the train system is so easy, but because I was just so tired, I just literally Ubered and took a car all the way to the hotel. And I was very fortunate enough that I was able to check in and not have to wait for the actual check-in time. And then so I rested, and then I got an invite to a dinner for people who participated in the movie. So I got to reunite with everyone that I pretty much worked with that was able to go to the festival. It was nice to see familiar faces. And then it was my first time trying schnitzel, and it was alright. It was like mac and cheese with like something crunchy on top. And I wasn't really big on drinking any beers and things like that. And I know like sausages and stuff is like a thing, and potatoes, but I realized like food from Germany is not my favorite per se. And so the following day, I was able to watch also other movies that, you know, were part of the film festival. So I watched El Eco, which was a Mexican film. That one was really cool to watch. If you like the slice of life, the hardships of a family, and there's like comedy in it too, you would enjoy that movie. And afterwards, I finally took the train. I was trying to conquer my fear. It's weird. It's like I'm used to the subway system in New York, and like I conquered Tokyo, but for some reason Berlin, I was like hesitant, even though every other person told me it's really easy to use. And I think it's because I don't know any German at all. So it's like even if I try to read it, I can't even decipher it in the littlest way compared to like Spanish or French. Like I've studied that. So I just felt so lost, like not confident at all. And so I took the train, and I felt weird because also I'm used to train stations where there's like turnstiles, and I just felt weird that you had to just validate a ticket and then like just hope that you don't get caught if you don't validate it. That whole thing, it just felt weird. So the one and only time I took the train, I was vlogging, and then I happened to come across a guy who is a drone operator. He was watching me struggle vlogging, and he just introduced himself, and he was very kind, and he recommended that I should check out CO2 or CO, this photo museum that happened to have an exhibition with William Eggleston photos. And so even though I saw his show in the Met, it was nice to see his work again. And I also did the photo booth because apparently every time I'm walking around Berlin, there's a bunch of old school photo booths. So I did that. And then afterwards, I went to the Helmut Newton Foundation, where I pretty much just checked out his collection and exhibitions, and it was just really cool because like I haven't seen fashion editorials in a very long time. That was like my world, working with modeling agencies and photographing models and getting them literally printed and things like that. But now like I don't work on that kind of work anymore, but it was still nice to see old advertisements and for high name brands and stuff like that. So then afterwards, then I had to go get ready and pretty much prep for the premiere. So yeah, it was just a crazy experience because I didn't know what to expect with the movie. I know like what the script consists of, but obviously like whatever we shot, not everything was there. And it was nice that I got to sit in the same row as the people I've worked with, so it was really nice that we all had to share the same experience. And unfortunately our DP cinematographer Paul Yee wasn't there, and my friend First AC Paula, she wasn't there. So it's like I was documenting as much as I could, not of the movie, of like when there would be speeches or Q&As, because I just knew like I wish I could experience or share the experience with them, despite that they weren't able to go. And it was just nice to see all our names on the big screen. That was like huge. It was such a proud moment for my friends and family who have known about me working on this, and to be able to now share this with the world is a whole thing. I will share on another video my whole experience being a second AC on this job, because then this video will just be so long. And after the movie there was an after party, of course, and you know, everyone was there, got to reunite with the actors, things like that. And then afterwards I had to head back to the hotel really early because I had another screening that I was gonna watch, that I did watch, and it was a Korean film called Kill Boksun, and I really love that movie. It's coming out on Netflix next month. It's pretty much about a woman assassin who's trying to protect her daughter. That's all I can say. And it's great. It's because it's like showing like a woman like being badass. It was really great. And so after that, then I went to watch the Michael Cera movie that came out called The Adult. It was very slow pace, slice of life about a brother and his two sisters and their relationship as a family. And then after that, I came across the actors who worked on Reality, the movie I worked on, had lunch with them.
So you can like clip it on and you can go like far away. You don't have to be close to the camera.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Because you see the audio levels here?
Yeah.
Oh, those are. Oh, video blogging.
No, this is so funny. When he was like,
Is this live streaming?
Well, you don't have a. Oh,
this has a clip.
but you don't have a mic.
Oh, like what is it? Like a thing to diffuse the sound.
Yeah.
No, I have it, but I didn't bring it.
Oh. Wait, but it can pick up just like this. Oh, shucks. I didn't know that.
Because that's the mic.
I didn't know that.
Yo, 1, 2, 1, 2. If I ruled the world, I bring all my sons like diamonds and pearls. If I ruled the world, and we'll just walk right up to the sun, hand in hand.
This is lit. I love eight. So do you?
Oh, hey. I don't have to talk this close to it though.
I've never used. I have one of these, but I've never used it without the attachment. So I didn't. Is it bad that I just learned for the first time that you can use it without the attachment? Yeah.
Liddy.
After that was walking around, exploring Museum Island, and just pretty much buying souvenirs because it was like my last full day in Berlin.
Nice to meet you too.
Yes, that's good.
Yeah,
There you go. Yeah,
Maybe see you at the rest of the festival.
Bye.
There you go.
Unfortunately, photo stores are all closed for some reason on Sunday, and I happened to get recommended by my DP to go to a park that had like a big flea market, and there was a shop or stall that was selling vintage analog cameras, but there was nothing that I saw that I felt I was eager or wanting to buy. And so I just checked it out, and I ended up just getting free french fries from a random food place because they were closing. And then after that, I ended up just buying a bunch of chocolate for everyone that's in my life that I'm going to encounter after my trip. And that was pretty much it. It was cold, it was rainy, it was like the opposite of the weather back home, which surprisingly usually on my birthday it's snowing, but it was literally like hot. It was like 60 degrees on a winter day on my birthday. And then I was going to Berlin, which was like 30 degrees or 6 Celsius. It was so cold. I couldn't believe it. And I was lucky, I was smart about it. I brought my umbrella, all my rain gear, but still it was so cold that like I couldn't even properly go on a photo walk and things like that. But I was very lucky that my cell phone service worked perfectly. I didn't have to get a SIM card or anything like that. And Google Maps was reliable. But yeah, other than that, that's all I pretty much did. I just went to go watch a bunch of movies, support the movie that I worked on. So food-wise, I got to try a really good vegan Korean food spot recommended by Karin. She also has a film photography YouTube channel. You probably know her. I'm very thankful. She recommended a bunch of cool spots. and that was one of them. And I really enjoyed the food, and pretty much I just literally did what I could in a span of a weekend, and then I had to fly back to the US right away. It just happened to be a long weekend. There was holiday here, so it just all matched up with the fact that all of these factors worked out, and I'm just very thankful. And anyone who has been following my journey, I'm very, very appreciative. And we just found out the other day that HBO, which is similar to Netflix, is a streaming platform here in the US, they bought our movie. So that's exciting, because now you can look forward to watching it on HBO one day, and you get to see what I've worked on. Literally every scene I pretty much slated, meaning I'm the one who like said like, hey, it's scene this, blah blah blah, take one, and making sure that the actors are where they're supposed to be, making sure that all the files for the movie got, you know, to the editors and things like that. Like I said, I'm gonna make a whole video about my whole experience working on the movie, but I just can't believe that it's finally out in the world, and that we have a streaming platform like HBO now that bought it. So yeah, it means a lot of good things are happening for the movie, and there are great reviews on it. So if you're interested in knowing more about it, you could look up and Google Reality. That is the movie, put 2023, and it's starring again Sydney Sweeney, Marshawn Davis, and Josh Hamilton. They are all awesome people, and yeah, I just can't believe it. That was my reason and trip to Berlin, and I have no clue yet what else is in store for 2023, but so far it's been such a great year so far, and I'm very, very thankful. So thank you again for watching, and stay tuned till the next video. Sayonara. It's the end of the video, so don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. It will help me in the long run. Okay, bye.